Hello YouTube, Pallab here, and Oppo has just announced the brand new R11 Plus in China. This is the big brother of the R11 that they announced just before this one, and this looks like a real beast, or at least on the paper. The R11 Plus will have a humongous 6-inch screen, just like the Oppo F3 Plus that's available in India right now, with a full HD resolution, and it's an IPS screen. It has a metal unibody design, and Oppo really loves this. And what I like about this particular design, only with this one, is that it has a nice boat-shaped curved back that will rest on your hand nicely, because otherwise a 6-inch screen device would be very hard to manage with one hand. It's an all-metal design, and Oppo actually also says that they have increased the antenna reception process or that particular technology, so you now do not need 3 antennas, 3 lines. You just can do the same with 2 lines and get the same level of strength. Also, the design of those lines on the back are slightly curved, different, and then they do not exactly go across the back. They kind of go along the sides of the phone. That also looks nice, but overall those curved back and the sides gives the phone a great hold. It'll come in 3 colors, I think the black, gold, and a rose gold. It'll be powered by, much to my disappointment, a Snapdragon 660 chipset. It's an 8-core chipset, but this is nowhere near to the Snapdragon 8 series or 800 series of chipsets. But you get ample RAM, 6 GB of RAM, you get 64 GB of internal storage, plus dual hybrid SIM card arrangement. So the second SIM card slot, if you do not need a second SIM, can be used for a micro SD card. It can expand the storage to another 256 GB. What else do you get? You get Android Nougat 7.1.1 and a 4000 mAh battery to power this. You will need that kind of a battery to power such a big screen. Although the full HD resolution helps, because the less the resolution, the more battery life a phone gives. Now, these are all the tech specs, but the USP of this device is the dual camera on the back and the single camera on the front. Like they could give all the resolution on this camera. The rear camera is a dual camera setup, and it looks exactly like the iPhone 7 Plus, only that noise cancelling mic is absent between the camera module and the LED flash. So one of the camera is a 16MP wide angle camera, and then you have a 2x tele camera or sensor, which is a 20MP sensor. The 16MP sensor has a 1 by 1.7 max aperture, just like the Samsung Galaxy S7 series, and it will also has a very big 1 by 2.8 inch sensor. That's really good. In fact, both the 20MP and the 16MP cameras will have 1 by 2.8 sensors. However, only the 16MP camera has PDAF, phase detection autofocus system. The 20 camera does not have that. Also, the 20 camera has a less maximum aperture than the wide angle camera. You can have both the aperture mode, plus you can also have that 2x up to 2x zoom, lossless zoom, with the combination of these 2 cameras. The front camera is a 20MP camera. This one does not have any stabilization, but this one also has a pretty good maximum aperture. So the camera module overall, both rear and front, looks damn good, and looks like that's all you would need from this. But then we'll also have to see the image processing engine. Now, Oppo says they have used the latest Snapdragon image processing engine, and that would improve the photos to a great deal, specifically the low light photos. We'll have to see that once that comes to our lab. Now, here is the interesting thing. The Oppo R11 Plus, when launched in India or some of the other market, is expected to compete head-on with the OnePlus 5 that's coming on the 20th, 21st, and then in India in 22nd. You probably get the same amount of RAM, the same amount of storage. The camera on the Oppo should have higher specs than the one on the OnePlus 5, but the OnePlus 5 will be powered by a Snapdragon 835 chipset, and it will also have a 2K resolution, most probably, and have a 5.5 inch screen. So a smaller screen, higher resolution, much better chipset, and camera slightly less camera. So it'll be very hard to decide for you guys which one you should go for when they launch, because although the pricing and availability is not known for R11 Plus, even for China, forget about the outside world, but I expect it to cost around about $500 mark, which is about 32,000 Indian rupees. When it comes to India, late June, it will come in the last week of June to India, and then I expect it to cost just above 30,000, which is the price point the OnePlus 5 is expected to cost when it arrives in India on June 22nd. And by the way, we'll be there to cover that. So the Oppo R11 Plus will be slightly behind the OnePlus 5 in reaching India and possibly to the other markets also. How Oppo copes with that is a matter to see. We'll bring you the full review of both these devices whenever they come to our lab. Till then, ask us in the comment section what you think about the OnePlus 5 and the R11 Plus and how they kind of fare against each other. Like this video, share this, and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button so that you get those review and the hands-on whenever the OnePlus 5 comes on the 22nd, and I will bring you that. Till then, ciao.